maybe.
Yay!
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Geek Out Live. I'm Susan Leonardson. This is
I'm
Andrea
Andrea Peer.
here. I feel like I haven't been on one of these in a while. We are, though, going to be talking about something that we've been putting together. We just presented it for the first time last week to the group of people that signed up to our challenge. And we know a lot of you missed it. So we're going to bring you like the Cliff Notes version of it today during this episode. And the title of this video is, I forgot. What is it? I gotta pull it up. What Russell Brunson is missing in his Linchpin framework. And so this, when this came together, so Andrea already had stuff in the works before even Linchpin came out. And I started learning it and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to know this for my clients. And like, this is a game changer. And so since then, over the last couple of years, I know you have been really like trying to figure out like, how do I present this to people? How do I get them to understand this? How do I get them to understand that it's so important? And so last week was like monumental in that we got to kind of bring it out to the world officially and not just in like testing. And one of the realizations we made during this entire journey is like, oh my gosh, this is the piece, like this goes with Linchpin. This is the piece that everyone's going to be missing. And if they don't have this piece, it could be super detrimental to their business because, and we see it already. We see like even over the last few years that we've been in this ClickFunnels community and being funnel builders, we've seen people rise, grow their businesses. And then all of a sudden they're like, I'm shutting it all down. And there's a reason that that's happening. And it's because they're missing this piece. They're and some of them are figuring it out. I can see like some of those people I still follow and I see their posts and they're starting to like put hints out there that they're kind of figuring it out. But like we have an entire framework for it. So hopefully I've dropped enough information and lines to make you super curious about what this is.
Great hugs.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it over to Andrea to present what it is that we're hinting at.
Yeah. So I think, okay, we got to go back in time. So the year is 2022, just to set the stage. And it's Funnel Hacking Live. And Russell and Todd come up and they have been talking about ClickFunnels 2.0 for a year. Susan and I had had that geek community for about a year. So we're all really interested in the software of 2.0, right? And that's what we think that we're getting at Funnel Hacking 2022. But what most people do not understand is that when they talk about ClickFunnels 2.0, it is not just the software of ClickFunnels 2.0. It is also when Russell gave us the Linchpin, which entered in a whole new era of how we think about our funnel strategy and how we carry out our business in the funnel world. Before we just had the value ladder, right? And I say just as in it was some small thing. At the time, it was revolutionary and amazing. But if anybody actually played the value ladder game, what most of us understood is like, okay, I'm focused right here on the value ladder and I'm going to try to get a funnel to work and I'm going to try to get it to convert and I'm going to try everything that I can. And then it's not. So now I'm going to go over here on the value ladder and I'm going to do a funnel and I'm going to see if maybe I can get people to go from here on the value ladder to here on the value ladder. And maybe that's the answer, right? Like we're playing this weird value ladder game, right? And it's so piecemeal. So when Russell actually delivered the Linchpin, it was almost like now there's this holistic, amazing, this is the business model. If you are wholeheartedly on board with the funnel strategy, this is the model, right? This is the way, as he would say. But as he's rolling this out and as he's giving us the Linchpin books and he's talking about it, the biggest thing that he says you have to focus on is continuity. Now, again, this is where a lot of people misunderstand and they went like here when they should have gone here, right? And that is they're thinking that continuity is only reoccurring revenue. And while that is absolutely one of Russell's main things, and it is hugely important, they're missing another huge part of what continuity actually is. And so what continuity actually is yes, it is reoccurring revenue, but it's also helping you keep your business in flow and the consistent things that you have to do in order to bring that business to light and to profit and to all the impact that you want to do. And it's keeping your customers in flow through the membership area and the continuity within the membership area. So he's starting to talk about continuity. Yeah, go ahead.
And I
Yeah.
would add the continuity of keeping your customers in flow on your value ladder too.
Yes, exactly. And so what's so funny is like he's talking there and he's talking about continuity, and then he starts talking about membership, and all of a sudden now membership and continuity are cool, right? And it's almost like, meanwhile, Susan, Dan, and Nicole and I, we've been building and really deeply focusing on the membership experience and the 6 different experience models and how to build membership areas for probably the past year and a half prior. So when he starts talking about membership areas, I was telling this Susan, I was like, that picture of Hermione, right? And she's like, I'm like, I know the answer. I know the answer. Pick me. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it felt like. It was like, yes, we have an in. And so now Russell's talking about it. So we're cool again. So we're like, awesome. So we have this geek community, we have this knowledge about membership, and we have this amazing linchpin. And all of a sudden, everything just started coming into play. Because the missing ingredient in the linchpin, after you accept that continuity is not just recurring revenue, but it is consistent work in for you in your business and how you flow, and it's consistent how you get your customers continue flow through your funnels and through your membership area. If we can accept that that's actually the definition of continuity, then that's linchpin. We accept continuity, but now the missing ingredient in all of it is journey crafting. Because what linchpin did and what continuity did is it gave us the business model. So we have the business model with the funnel strategy at the heart of it. Awesome. But what it didn't do is it doesn't give us the service model. Well, how do we actually execute on that? How do we create great customer experiences? How do we actually get them to do the thing we want them to do? And how do we actually keep getting them to go forward in our program? So that's where journey crafting is. And so our challenge was all about people getting their linchpin plan. And I just have to highlight, because we start with the linchpin plan, we start with the business model. That's what it's all about. And so
what we've really been saying is like linchpin is the strategic, the logistical plan, right? It's like, okay, like this is my blueprint for what I need to build. This is giving me the steps that I need to build. But then journey crafting is like, okay, but how do I build it? Like, what does that look like when I build it? And that's what journey crafting is. So it's like, they go together.
Yeah, exactly. And I got to give us some shout outs. So we have Esmeralda, we have Turner, we have Grace, and we have Christopher, who we're just about ready to give a shout out to. We have Keith, we have Izzy. Thank you so much for joining us. Dan is on there. Awesome. Cool. Okay. So I gotta say, so we had this challenge, just like Susan said. So we have the linchpin and we have the plan. That's our business model with a funnel philosophy, and we have journey crafting. So last week we did this challenge. Day 1 was all focused on the linchpin and like getting your linchpin dialed in. So within 2 hours, one day, a little bit of homework at night, we had a 60% engagement rate across the challenge for people who were showing up and active and actually doing the thing. And I just have to give some shout outs. So we have Christopher, who he has his linchpin plan. It is solid. His offer is amazing, but his linchpin plan is absolutely solid. He knows exactly now what he needs to go and needs to execute on. And again, the linchpin plan that we took people through was very specific to people who they are the guides, right? They are the ones that are helping with transformation. So that's Christopher. Shout out. He's going to do a YouTube with a Facebook Nexus for his nurture. He's going to run a masterclass, and he's going to have a bulk offer, or an offer with a bulk level 2. And don't worry, Grace, if you missed it, don't worry. We have a link where you can go and you can still get in. There's still time. And we're going to talk about that at the end. All right. The next one is, I got to give a shout out to Warren. Warren is our resident developer geek. That's his expertise. And he has his linchpin all dialed in. What he's going to bring to the world is, I don't even want to give it away because that's Warren's, but it is pretty amazing bringing marketers and developers together. It's amazing. I can't wait to see what he does there. And he, again, has his linchpin dialed in so he can be laser focused. He's got a YouTube in the Wild West. He's got a newsletter Nexus in the nurture. He's got a masterclass that he's going to be running. And then he's going to bring people through a dramatic demonstration 1 to a level 1. So super cool. Can't wait to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, we should be seeing your screen. We haven't been
Oh,
seeing your screen this
sorry.
whole time.
There we go. All right, we got Laura, which can we just give her props? The boots up babe. I just love the Facebook handle. So smart. And she even struggled through like a power outage and she still was able to get it done. So she has her plan ready to go. She has something really cool. She's going to do YouTube in her Wild West. She's actually going to tackle the Facebook Nexus and the Nurture Nexus. So can't wait to see that. And then she has her masterclass that she's going to run called Study Hall. So cool. And she has an offer with a bulk into level 2. Amazing. All right. And Turner says, could you show the high level of an example of Linchpin visually? It might help viewers. Oh, yeah. Great call, Turner. Thank you so much.
I think if you actually go to, yeah. And then 1-8. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Go ahead. Yeah.
So this is the entire Linchpin. Which is what we want to be showing right now.
Modified.
Go ahead and explain it. Yeah, go ahead and explain
it. Yes, slightly geek modified. Thank you, Turner. So this is so what we have learned. So Susan and I, we predominantly work with people who are coaches, course creators, and SaaS owners, right? Those are our main customers. And the people who come into the geek community are people who are deep experts who we find generally have a general discomfort with marketing. They just really want to teach. They love what they do. They love their craft, and they're just trying to get the marketing in place enough so that they can carry out being the guide and helping people actually do the thing that they're trying to teach them, right? These are the people that we are really targeting. And so what we found when we started to bring back the Linchpin plan that Russell gave us is that we needed to adapt it a little bit for those types of people who that is their focus and their orientation. So we're following the basic premise of the Linchpin, but we said, out here, for instance, in the Wild West, there is 1,000,001 things that you can do out here. We have Izzy in the group with us today. She is by far, like, I've seen her get amazing growth on TikTok with one of my clients. Incredible. That would be one of the hundreds of things out there, right? Out there in the Wild West. But this is where we found, okay, there are certain things that work for geeks and experts who are trying to create transformation and behavioral change in their people. So again, in like this nurture space, which Russell hasn't really talked a lot about the nurture space and what to do there, but we've had this incredible partnership with Group Track. And we know that what we've been able to do in Geek Out is hugely dependent upon what we've been able to do in what we call the Facebook Nexus. Or if you don't want to run a community like that, which some of our clients didn't, we came up with an alternative that, again, aligns with those types of people that we're serving, those guides that care about behavioral change. And that's what we call the newsletter Nexus. So it's a small little nurture subsystem or nexus that allows you to then increase the touch points with your people. And then if you go on, there's the dramatic demonstration one. There are a lot of dramatic demonstrations. You could do a live webinar, a reoccurring evergreen webinar, a summit, a challenge, a masterclass. I mean, there's a ton of different options that you could do. But again, we've found that there are certain ones carried out in a certain way that work for these types of people who are experts, who general discomfort with marketing and want to help with transformation. And then same, we actually are for right now, and this is Turner, where I would say, Russell, earmuffs. Right now, we're not talking a lot about Mifki. We can talk about more why we're not doing that, but right now we're not talking a lot about Mifki, but we are really focused on a level 1 continuity. If you're just starting, low tech, let's just get it done. Let's start to connect with your people. Or a level 2 with a bulk offer if you're really needing, like, hey, I need some cash flow injection and I want to be able to serve at a little higher level. So those are the things that we focused on during the continuity challenge to start to do your beginning plan on the Linchpin and start to execute it based on you really care about getting an intended transformation for your people. So we had people go through and they made decisions. There was 4 critical decisions on, okay, which one am I going to do for me and my business? And so what you saw there, and thank you so much, Turner, for pulling me back a little bit and showing that, because that probably was needed for most of the people on the call. So
if you skip just real quick to slide 118, it will just focus in on, these are the parts that we focused in on the challenge. Almost there. 118. There we go.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
And then zoom out a bit. Yeah. So these are the things that we focused in on during the challenge. And this is what everyone who created a plan, their Linchpin plan, they knew exactly what all of these pieces were going to be by the end of the challenge.
Exactly. I love it. Izzy says, I'm a Wild Wester. You are, my friend. You are a Wild Wester. And we need your help because Wild West is truly that Wild West. Awesome. I love it. So cool. Okay. So we have the linchpin. People are executing linchpin, or they're creating their plan, which is so exciting. So let me just go back. So now this will make probably way more sense. Let me go to, is it right there? Yes. So this is Christopher. So again, he went through those 4 decision points and he said, what is my linchpin plan custom to my business, and what he's doing with Document Your Journey. So cool. He has a plan. So starting 1 August, and we're going to keep showing these, starting 1 August, we're going to help people start to execute on this plan. And that is the offer that we created at the end of the challenge, which Susan will talk about in a little bit. Okay, the next one is, this is now Warren. So going back, so Warren has his linchpin plan with YouTube, that Nexus newsletter is what he's going to do, the masterclass, and then his DD1 level 1. Or if you go to, again, Bootstrap Babe Laura, or no, sorry, Boots Up Babe Laura. There you go. That's the name. I love it. She has that plan with it. Really cool. I'm actually really interested to see her masterclass study hall and some of the ideas she has for that. So she has her linchpin plan. And then the next one is Nicholas. Love it. He actually, he wrote his out in pretty good detail, which is amazing. So he's going to have a newsletter Nexus, that live webinar that he's going to start. And then he has a bulk offer that goes into a level 2, which is so looking forward to seeing that. Then we have AG. So AG actually, he was working with us too. And AG started off with a challenge. He's come back now and reanalyzed, and he has his linchpin plan that he's going to start executing on. He actually already has. He was DMing us like, oh my gosh, we showed him a little bit of AI to help him with his newsletter Nexus, which is what he's going to focus on. And he's already off and running and just killing it. And he's going to run a masterclass, and then again, a DD1 with a level 1. We have a couple other people that I know I'm missing, Susan. Let me grab those really.
Yeah, a lot of you guys posted in your homework.
Yes. Okay, here we go. So we have Donnie. Oh my gosh, so exciting what Donnie's going to do. So he has a Wild West of Facebook, Instagram, and he has a podcast. He's going to do a Facebook Nexus, and then he's going to run a challenge, and then he's going to also have his dramatic demonstration go into a level 1 experience. We talked about AG. Amanda, so she wasn't able to join. She did everything on the replays. So if you are still behind, Grace, it is okay. Amanda was able to do it. You can do it. They are there. We'll make sure to post those replays for you. So that is Facebook Nexus, and Amanda's going to use Facebook in the Wild West, and the challenge, and a bulk offer taking him into a level 2. We also have Tony. Tony, I have to say, Tony she has a special little place in my heart. Her and I had some exchange. She's down in Australia. She's been waking up at 2 a.m. to finish her funnel building certificate. I got to give a Johnny shout out. And she's like, I am ready for just so much more. And she's a woman on a mission. And so she wrote us just this amazing plan, and she dialed in exactly what her linchpin is going to be. So she's going to focus hard on Facebook and LinkedIn. She has a Facebook Nexus. And then she's going to run a challenge later, probably a workshop first, and then a DD1 leading to her level 1. And the way that she wants to serve, we've already totally been geeking out about journey crafting. It's been so fun. And then Michelle, she also definitely dialed it in. She was active in the challenge both days. It was so fun to see her and just all the questions that she asked around her community and what she wants to do. So she has a funnel hub, and then she's going to do a newsletter Nexus, and then a challenge, and then again, a bulk offer into a level 2 program. Sebastian and Sophie, they have something, the Intellectual Rebel, which is just, they already have a podcast that is killing it. And so we were looking at how do they also leverage what they're doing over there. So they have Facebook and a podcast. They're going to dive into the Facebook Nexus to have a nurture group there. And then they're going to start running live webinars, and they have an amazing offer. It's a program that they've created to help people who are doing Lifebook and doing their Intellectual Rebel program. It is amazing. It's an offer into a level 2 where they can offer group coaching. So cool. And then Zach has also come in. He has his all mapped out. He's going to go LinkedIn with Facebook. He's going to do the Facebook Nexus as his primary. we'll start running challenges. And then he also is going to do an offer plus bulk too. So super amazing. And they just keep coming in. So you still have time though. So if you weren't a part of the challenge yet, there is still time. Susan, do you want to tell them a little bit about how they can get caught up? And then 1 August, it's go time. We have a plan and we are so excited about it. Go ahead, Susan.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I'm grabbing the link right now. If you want to go join the challenge, I actually screwed up our funnel. So I made it go over to a, what's the word? Waiting list. Because I saw a lot of you guys were still signing up to it and none of our emails are triggering for you. But what I'm going to do, I don't know, Andrea, what's the best course of action? What should we do? Should we open it back up?
Yeah, let's open it back up. I think that's the best way. Let's just
open it back up. We're going to get our emails getting sent out to you because we do want you to have the chance to do this. So give me a minute. Do you want to tell them anything else about the challenge while I just make some tweaks on the back end here in real time?
Oh, sure. No problem. Well, so one thing, those of you who have been following us, we have been trying the approach where in this challenge, we had the VIP page, which you would get free access into VIP. Now, I know if you're coming in on a replay, one of the huge advantages of getting in the VIP is that you had an hour with us, but you also have the opportunity to join the Geek Out Academy at level 1 for free for a month, right? And so that's part of that VIP offer. Now, Susan and I, we really debated very hard. It was very important to us to serve our OGs, the ones that have been with us from the beginning and allowed us to even get to the point that we're at now. So what we did is if you were a part of level 1, there is a special offer for you that we give at the end of the challenge. So basically, you have until midnight on July 30th until we close that down, where if you come in, everything is free. Like you literally pay nothing. So you come in, you register the challenge, do the replays, get the VIP, get into level 1, and then we will offer that special deal. Instead of the continuity catalyst at the end of the challenge that we offered. And again, I guarantee, I promise with 100% of my heart, we will not offer this again. This is not a marketing technique. This is not a scarcity urgency thing. This is a 100%, we're going to grow and we're going to lean into that growth. And so this offer we won't have again. So come join, get VIP, do the replays, make your Linchpin plan, and then hear the special offer at the end. And you can kick everything off by 1 August. I think the other thing that I'll note is that the reason we chose 1 August is that come September 24th, that's Funnel Hacking Live time, right? So from August to almost mid-September, a little beyond, right? We have this really wonderful window of opportunity to prepare and get you guys ready and have something so that in all of those conversations you have at Funnel Hacking Live, when somebody turns to you and says, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I do blah, blah, blah. What do you do?" You don't sit there like I did for two funnel hacking lives in a row to be like, "I'm Andrea and I tap shoes on, land," right? We're not gonna be in that situation because we're gonna be working on things and having that message and having what we're gonna say and having our plan all dialed in. So by the time you get to Funnel Hacking Live, you have a greater sense of confidence about who you are, who you serve, what you want to do, what your special geek is, and your general discomfort of marketing. We're just gonna own it, and it's gonna wrap right into that conversation in really cool ways. So yes.
Sweet. Okay. All right. I did a couple of clicks in the back end and switched it back over to a live. You can go register for the challenge. It's a 2-day challenge. You could do it over the weekend. And it's not even full days. It's like a couple hours each day. And you can get it like there's really not any homework. You can like get it done right there during the workshop. Pause it. You have the ability to pause it because it's replays. It's just createcontinuitychallenge.com. Go register. It'll walk you through the steps of what you need to do. I think, Andrea, you just told them the VIP offer, right? On the back end.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to make sure that that's still live.
Yes, awesome. And then it's Sebastian says, "Rebel with a cause." Indeed, sir. Indeed. And then Izzy's like, "Oh, it's always been my dream to go to Funnel Hacking Live." Izzy, there's still time. Come. It's so fun.
Okay, I just made the VIP offer again live again too, because what happened was we had some deadlines. Like people needed to register by a certain date, and also like the end of day one was the deadline for being able to sign up for VIP. So we're opening it up just for this weekend, and then we're shutting it all back down. And the offer that we make at the end for those that do sign up to the VIP, you are the only ones that are ever going to see this offer ever. And I'll give you a hint. It's like incredible. I think we've had like 20 of our people sign up to it already. You don't want to miss this offer, because I promise you it's going to be a lot more money for you in the future, because it's kind of stupid how low we priced this offer. But we did it. It is out there, so we have to live with our choices.
Yes. Well, and I want to say too, like, even though we won't offer it again, it was 100% right, because it was hugely important to us to help and continue to bring our geeks with us. They have done so good. They've made so much progress, and we wouldn't want to do anything to get in the way of that. So that was really the number one driver behind all of the decision. And I would do it again, if we had to do it again. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No regrets. Okay. Anything else we want to show right now? Or I think I'm looking through the slides really quick. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything else?
No, I think that's it. Other than, we had a couple people in the group. Christopher says, if you haven't already, go do it. Thanks, Christopher. Yes, and do it. Christopher actually has a bonus offer in there too, which is really exciting. Both Susan and I are doing his technique, and it is so good. All of our geeks have so much amazingness happening. I love it.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So those of you that have already signed up for it, just a quick reminder, in about 20 minutes, we're getting on to our kickoff orientation call for the program. If you are someone who has not signed up for that offer yet, and you're like, oh, but I want to do the 2-day challenge first, no worries. You can do the 2-day challenge. You can see the offer at the end. The call that we're having in about 20 minutes will be recorded. It's just like making sure everyone knows what the schedule is going to be, right? So you're not falling behind. You're good. We aren't really diving into anything until next week. So take the weekend, go through the challenge. Going through the challenge is really going to help you understand what you're getting into by joining the program, even though like monetarily you're probably able to, right? But make sure that you're in a place where you're like, okay, I'm ready. I can do this. We even have someone that's joined who's like, I don't even really know what I'm offering yet. Is this going to work for me? Like, should I join? And Christopher, actually, who's in the comments, chimed in and answered that question for us. And Christopher's like, oh, I was kind of in the same place. They totally helped me get clarity around what I need to, like, what my offer needs to be, what my program is, what I'm even doing. And just watching Christopher's journey has been awesome, because he's gone through all these like iterations just in what we've had so far, even without this program, of like these iterations of like, okay, I'm going to go and do this. And then like the next week we have a conversation that like gives him this other idea that gets him like closer to the right thing. And it's like, okay, that's it. And then like we have one more conversation. And he's like, no, okay. And it's not like he's changing or pivoting. It's just more clarity. Like he could have moved on any one of those, but because he kept showing up to the hot seats that we offer. And that's it. The only way to be part of the hot seats is to actually get this offer at the end of the challenge now. Because he kept showing up to these hot seats, he has like the most amazing thing that he's doing now. And it only came through talking it out and getting ideas, not just from us, but others that are in the program showing up to the hot seats. And it has been so awesome. And we're so excited for him and everyone else who that is happening to right now. Like, oh my gosh, it brings so much clarity, just being able to talk it out and then move, go take action. And then you're like, okay, what's the next thing? Okay, talk it out, move, go take action. And it's just kind of a repetitive cycle. So if you're trying to do it on your own, it's fine. You're probably going to be okay, but it's so much faster and more effective if you can work it out with people.
Yes, so true. And then Sebastian, also I gotta give so Sebastian did the PLR that Russell did. So the public license rights. And he made a linchpin for the PLR and for his intellectual rebel program that he's doing with Sophie. So this is good no matter where you're doing, we can have the linchpin plan. So super exciting. And then Dan, of course, said, hey, don't they get a really cool membership area? Thanks for the reminder, Dan. Absolutely. So we, of course, have been hard at work trying to get this membership off the ground. And we might be a little bit of a perfectionist in this. And so it has definitely been a labor of love. And Dan has just been working around the clock, getting it dialed in. And thanks to Nicole, who has designed it, and it's just amazing. So we have the Geek Out Academy, and in here it is packed with, of course, we have a ton of free resources, true to geek form. It's important for us that you guys get the information you need to start leveraging your ClickFunnels investment. And so we have all of our building and ClickFunnels, both 2.0 and classic, some extra helpers from like, no kidding, in the trenches. Here's how, not just how to, but here would be the use cases and how you tie it to the strategy. And so that's what we have in there. And we have GeekStack resources available. We have a mod community. So what this is we have a ton of different enhancers that help out with what you're doing. And so like different little plugins and code snippets that you can come in and get. And then of course the community events that you can have access to. And then of course the Linchpin, the Geek Way, which is what we're going to be carrying out. We have a full set of like easy builds that you can just jump right into. So no thinking. And we have the full process going from the strategy to a wireframe where you can easily plug and play AI powered prompts for the copy that puts into the funnel, and design kits that Nicole has made. So if you're not a designer, you can just grab what she's already pre-built, or she's going to have paint parties, or we're not calling them paint parties, Geek Out Design Hack Fest, I think is what we decided on. Design Fest. I think is what it is. Yeah. So she's going to teach you all the design tips and tricks, all of our prior VIP sessions. We're going to have all the replays there, all of the Geek Out replays. Dan has an amazing library of code hacks. Whether you're using 2.0 or Active Campaign, we have all of the workflows and automations for every aspect of the linchpin and what you're doing. So, and it's just share automations and tutorials, so you can plug and play it in. And then of course, Journey Crafting 101. So every single aspect of your linchpin, how do you actually craft an amazing journey around each part of it? And so we have all of that. That's a part of the Continuum program that you would get access to. And of course, in good journey crafting form, each one of these is a very intentional membership experience. So we have your reference libraries. So if you're just coming with a keyword and you want to find something, and recommendations or more courses that will take you step by step through the process. So all of that is inside of our awesome resource and membership area. So,
and just so everyone knows, whether you join our program or not, or join Geek Out Academy or not, we are going to soon be sharing a link to everyone in this community to create a login for this membership area. Because as you saw on that homepage, there are free resources in there. You don't have to purchase anything from us to get access to the free resources. So we will be sending that link out soon. And then if you join our Geek Out Academy, you'll unlock a little bit more access to more trainings in there. And then if you come and take advantage of the program that we just launched, that you will find out at the end of day 2 of the challenge, that is unlocks everything. It unlocks everything that you saw in that and more that we haven't even really put on there yet. So awesome. Yes, experience of wandering through the tabs of the members. Some people already have access. Yes. Those that were in our VIPs, so they've already been exploring our very under construction membership area, and it's coming together. It's awesome to see. Dan's been working real hard on it.
Yep. Okay. And what's really cool, Sebastian, is you could do like the states of the, you know what I mean? You'll see the like evolution of it. Yes, I love it. So cool. Awesome. Okay, cool.
All right. One last reminder, createcontinuitychallenge.com. You can go and do the 2-day challenge over the weekend. We make an offer at the end of day 2 on the replay for everyone who does not sign up to the, like when you're signing up for this challenge, if you don't register for the VIP offer on the next page, the offer you see in the replay is for you. If you do sign up for that VIP offer, there's a special link that we will make sure you get in an email after, like on, I don't know how we're going to deliver that, but we'll make sure that you get the special offer link delivered to your inbox so that you can take advantage of that. One time shuts down at night of July 31st, never to come alive again.
Yes.
Okay.
I love it. So exciting. And today we have our workshop with all of our Geek Out community who has joined, and we're going to go through the logistics of the program. So they're going to get all the goods and figure out the plan and start planning everything on their calendars. And we've got it all dialed in. So exciting.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it for us. Let us know. Reach out to us via DM. If you, I'm just reading comments again. Do the VIP. You won't want to miss the offer for VIPs or something like it on the internet anywhere. I don't know who that is.
But... You guys are awesome. Yep. Thank you.
All right. That's it from us. We'll see you guys next week for all of our other lives. Bye.
Yep. Awesome. Bye.